Hey, I'm back. Um, this video is for YouTube. I have a lot of platforms, okay? Um, in order to be heard, you have to put yourself in positions to be able to be heard, your story to be told, the facts to come out, the truth to be exposed, okay? Like I say on my other platforms, I have no filter. My content is all over the place. Doesn't mean make things less true. It's just the fact that this is a big old world and we have a lot of things that we could talk about. And I could talk about anything. I could make a conversation out of a number 2 pencil. Okay. In my ear, I'm listening to Yikes, Nicki Minaj. One of the things, if you get to know me, you know that I am clairaudient. Among a lot of things, I pay attention. All right, so one thing that I have spoke about on my Instagram, which is KARRYMEALS8, okay, is money, power, respect. I have a live before that it's called "People Make the World Go Round," and then it goes, you guys should go watch that video. And the next thing was money, power, respect. But on here, what I'm going to start off with. People think of the song and things like that, but for me, I'm going to expand your mind a little bit. What I'm listening to right now is Skywalker. It's my song. Okay, so you ever sit back and think how much weight your last name holds? Growing up, I couldn't stand my last name, y'all. It held nothing. Like, I would meet people and I'd be like, oh, your last name is so-and-so. We might be related, this, that, and the third. To get older to find out that I'm not related to any of those people because my grandma married some man when she was young, and for whatever reason, he passed away. And she kept his last name. It's not her maiden name or nothing. And then she gave that last name to all her kids and everything. That's not my grandfather's last name. Holds no weight. My bloodline's not tied to that. And one thing that I did say is, a lot of men out here in this world, they're like, my son has to have my last name. He has to be a junior, this, that, and the third, or whatever. But you guys don't understand the decisions that you make, how it falls on your kids, even just by a name. Whether those be good decisions or bad decisions. I literally watched like the cops bowled over a boy and everything because of his name, and they were really looking for the dad. They were not looking for him, but guess what? They took the son. Get what I'm saying? Like, you got to think about these things. Like, your name needs to hold that money, that power, and that respect. When a man comes and try to approach me and talk to me or whatever, I don't do nicknames. That means I have to go deeper into your life when you're approaching me. Your government name holds more weight. That's why your birth certificate is in all caps as a business. It's more money invested in that. Money, power, respect. Like, I don't feel like your child should have to suffer for you in the decisions that you made. And then the one thing that parents tend to do a lot, and I'm not judging, but if you don't call the elephants out, like, how are you willing to change anything? Oh, you gonna be just like so and so. You just like your daddy. You just like this. You just like that. But who are you just like? What curses are you breaking? Like, kids are sponges. They process that. Well, if I'm just like him, then I'm going to go out in the world and be just like him. Oh, he was a robber. I'm going to be a robber too. Not understanding and realizing that they have to be their own hero. They're their own hero. They're their own superhero. Y'all push them out into the world to be looking up to everybody else but theirself. It starts with them. And I tell anybody, and this is me. I can only be me. Whitney Houston saying that children are our future, right? But I promise y'all, I'm going to show the world that they are. When you don't know something on your phone, or you don't know technology, or you don't know this, whatever, you go to your kids. They're more than just somebody, just humans to go get your remote because you don't feel like moving. You know how many times I heard somebody say that? I call them all the way from the bedroom just to go change the channel and stuff like that. But then when they get older and start following everybody, you ain't supposed to be no follower, you ain't supposed to be this and the third. And guess what? Guess what I tell these kids? There's nothing wrong with being a follower. We have too many people trying to be leaders that are not meant to be leaders, and there's nothing wrong with being a follower. It's who you're following. If you following somebody and you see them going down that whatever, hop off. You see them going down a path that is not right for you, hop off. You're entitled to all of that. You see someone positively making it to the top, you like what they do, invest in that. I don't want a person that is known, top-notch person to do carpentry or something like that. I don't want that person to do my windows. If you are a top-notch carpentry person, honey, hit the floor. Get your name known to what you know how to do. Stay in your lanes. Everybody's not meant to cross over in other people's lanes. Make your own legacy. Make it money, power, respect go a long way. Everybody think money, power, respect goes under, what is it? Sex, drugs, and what? I don't even know what the last one is. Sex, drugs, and money or something like that. People say money is the root of all evil. No, it's not. It's the money, it's the hands that money goes into. It's your character, is what you're willing to do to keep that money. Is what you're willing to do to get that money. Yes, I'm single. Yes, I say that because what I'm about to say next. Okay? I'm not taking on another man's trauma, his drama, his past. I have no problem accepting the money, the power, and the respect. Because I'm gonna make sure my name carries the same thing. And if you want me to go a little deeper and give y'all an example or whatever, think about it. Beyonce's name is what? Beyonce, which is her mom's maiden name. And once she got married, that nose is out the window. You understand? Do y'all understand what I'm saying? So what carries weight? Beyonce, the mom's last name. Then she had a daughter, and she named her after her salon. Because that's what holds weight. Guess who put in a lot of work? A lot of blood, sweat, and tears. Guess who did that? The dad. But his name ain't hold no weight. Now, looking like revenge. My song, feeling like a 10, the best I ever been. And y'all know how bad it must hurt to see me like this, but it gets. Wait a minute, nigga out here looking like regret. Ain't too proud to beg, second chance you'll never get. I love me some Demi Lovato. They thought she would not come back, you know, from being an addict and everything. And you don't know what journey life's going to send you on for being on the Disney Channel and what went on behind the scenes of that and everything. And everybody laughing about her ODing in her house and her mansion and this, that, and the third. And she letting y'all know, baby, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. That's my girl. All right, but the next thing that I have on here is Baby in the Corner. And what I'm talking about, everybody knows about Dirty Dancing and everything. They're like, don't put Baby in the corner and everything. My whole life I had to live that way. I always knew I was different. People feel like in order for them to help me, I gotta go down the route that they went down. I shouldn't have to be a drug addict to receive help from certain members of my family because they feel like that's where I should be. That should be a part of my story because it was a part of their story. I don't drink. That's my choice. I shouldn't have to be an alcoholic for you to feel like you need to help me. I didn't have kids, but I still helped you guys. You know what I mean? But what you have to realize is that everybody's not obligated to help you. Yeah, that is true. But everybody looks at me because I'm the only one like in my family without kids. That was my choice. I was the baby. I saw everything that y'all went through, having kids at young ages and everything, and what y'all went through with y'all baby fathers and everything like that. I don't have to be that way. Life is about choices. You know what I'm saying? It didn't stop me from getting the love from my nieces and nephews. I have one little cousin, she called me aunt. I'm not even her aunt, but guess what? I don't fix it, change it, or nothing. And she gets the same love. They don't feel it's no difference. There ain't no levels to that when it comes to these kids. I don't care if you're a boy, a girl, transgender. I don't care. I don't care. People say, they always say like love is blind and everything. Exactly, love is blind because love is a feeling. How does a person make you feel? If you're around a person, I don't care if that's your wife or not, if they make you feel uncomfortable, that's what it is. People need to pay attention to their intuitions. We have them for a reason. It's the fact that you let people around you make you doubt yourself. Like, that ain't really what it is. Oh, that's just a misunderstanding. They ain't mean like, that's just their personality. So what? Just because it's someone's personality doesn't make it right. Do you understand what I'm saying? What's playing right now is Beyonce Formation. Wish that y'all haters corny with that Illuminati mess. Ain't no Illuminati over here. I would never sell my soul and I can back that. I'm not with none of that. God shows me that he's real all the time. I'm trying to tell y'all. He shows up and shows out. And that's funny that I said that, because the next thing that I have with baby in the corner, like, don't put me in the corner. I'm coming out swinging. I'm going to show up for myself. I'm not going to wait people to feel like you have to wait for them to apologize to you for you to get some closure to be able to move on in your life. No, baby, you hold the apology, and I'm gonna leave you where you had me messed up, and I'm going to continue with my journey and my passions and my dreams. Watch me. And they say, you know, God said he'll set a table in front of your enemies. Everybody thought I was going to be down, that me getting shot, that was it. That's it, because she going to need to be on a disability. She ain't ever going to be able to do this. Like, whatever, we can treat her, whatever, because she's always going to need us and this, that, that. Guess what? I fully healed myself. I didn't even have to go to therapy. My doctor was the first person to tell me he was proud of me. Like, no therapy? Oh my God, Kirsten, how did you do it? I said I was shadow boxing. I was looking up stuff on Google, how the bone connect and everything. When I look left and right and have nobody in my corner, I had to get it for me. It's two things I show these kids. They got to be okay with being alone. All attention is not good attention. The next thing I tell them is, be okay with not everyone liking you. Everyone is not for you, and you are not for everyone. They come out with limited edition things all the time. Guess what? When it's limited edition, it only comes out for a period of time. Dream it, I work hard, I grind till I own it. I twirl on my haters. Drinking Quavo, no chaser. Sometimes I go off. Get what's mine. I'm a star, 'cause I slay. Like, yeah, I'm a very talented person. I know how to draw. I know how to write music. I love dancing. I like to sing. I like to stand up for the underdogs. I like to play basketball. I like to play football. Even if you go to my Instagram, I keep telling y'all, check it out. Carrie Mills 8, KarryMeals 8, Instagram. You'll see me playing football with these kids. I play basketball with these kids. Facts. The best revenge is your paper.
First for medication and then fill up. First for medication.
Ball If I Want To's on right now. Like I keep telling you, I'm not where I want to be right now, but I'm where I need to be. Like, I got to learn all this. I never was in a shelter before in my life. Now I've been to 3 of them. And one of them, oh my God, I saw 5 deaths in a month, and none of it was on the news. I guess if it comes out, less people want to go to the shelters, huh? One asked me to go eat lunch at one place, whatever. They were serving 3 pieces of a hot dog. 3 pieces of one hot dog and a scoop of beans. No fruit, vegetable, or nothing. I said, hungry people do hungry things. They're either they're a hungry person going to go out and gets what's meant for them, passionately, to fill their own cup up. Then you got a hungry person that's going to go out and take. That's only going to temporarily fulfill their stuff because it wasn't meant for them. One pack of hot dogs at the dollar store has 8 hot dogs in it. I took a picture of it, spoke my mind, and walked out. I know what it's like to have, and I know what it's like not to have. I've been to 7 different countries, and I'm not finished. But losing everything after being shot, I had no control over that. My family's still in my inheritance that my grandfather left me. I had no control over that. I asked for my money. I asked for it. And I got a recording. If you go to my lives on Instagram, you can hear what my mom said. She didn't have my back when I asked my grandma for my money. That's how I know that they in cahoots, whatever. My mom's calling me crazy and telling me how I'm going to jail for harassment, for asking for my money. what was left for me. The thing that's so crazy that y'all stole my money and got his money and never even bought my grandfather a headstone with his own money. How grimy can you get? Bodak yellows on, red bottoms. These is bloody shoes. Listen, I'm so with the movement, right? Before I ever even bought this hoodie, I don't know if y'all can see it. Y'all probably can't see it, but that's a Black Panther right there. I got that when I was like 19 years old. It's strength for me. A lot of people think that if they ever see a tear come down this eye, down my eyes, that is weakness. That's my strength. That's my strength. And I let people are taught not to have emotions, to hide emotions, to lack emotions. God wouldn't have gave you emotions if you weren't supposed to have them and use them. There's nothing wrong with balancing out. And I'm talking to the men, because y'all are the ones that are forced to tell you can't cry, you can't do this. But when you come in this world, what's the first thing you do? Every generation needed something different. This generation lacks emotion. They are letting you guys know that they don't fear death. They're not scared to die. What they don't know how to do is live. When y'all gonna show them that? I don't need a phone in front of me. I can go without that any day. What I do know how to do is hunt, fish, cook, articulate myself. People put me in a box. I don't put me in a box. I'm white, black, and Indian, and I embrace every side of me. The next thing that I have on here, now mind you, the things that I'm talking to you guys is a part of other videos that I have on Instagram. But I have no problem putting it out here either. So like, on Halloween, P. Diddy was the Joker. You know what I'm saying? And you think that he just randomly picked that outfit, right? No. He picked that because that's his character. That's what he is literally known for. And then he kept using the word love loosely. Half the things that you do to people, you don't do the things that you did to them because you loved them. It was something always behind the scenes, and it all ended with you. So can we all say selfish? And you know how some people say people have a God complex? I think that P. Diddy has a devil complex. There's a lot of times you go around, you see pictures of the devil sitting on the throne. I said what I said. So there's one song that I listen to a lot of music, but there's one song I kind of listen that comes on. I listen to Pandora on shuffle, so I just let it go. But Me Too, you know what I'm saying, by Meghan Trainor. That's my song. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of people, they won't tell me how much I inspire them and stuff like that, but I know what I do. I know what I'm here to do. I know what my purpose is, and so it doesn't take away that they don't speak on it. But when someone literally tries to act like me, you can't put me and a person that's acting like me in the same room. You're going to stand out like a sore thumb. You know what I'm saying? Because while you guys are living a lie, I'm authentically being me. One other thing that I have on here is the 3 R's. You all know what that is. Real, recognize, real, right? Like, if you have a fake person speaking to a real person and they're speaking on someone repetitively, it's going to stand out. You're going to really truly look like a hater to a real person that can recognize real. Like, yo, like that girl going after her dreams. Like, oh, she's dope. She's this. Oh, no, you don't know. She did this and that and that. And everything you got to tell a story or whatever. Nothing positive. You swear you know me for 50 years and you don't have not one thing positive to say about me. That's more hate than anything. A moment for life is on. Doesn't mean you're alive. Don't worry about me and who I fire. I get what I desire. It's my empire. I am the umpire. I sprinkle holy water upon the vampires. In this very moment, I'm king. In this very moment, I slay Goliath with a sling. Yeah, like for real. I'm coming for everything that was mine. Everything that was stolen from me. Coming. We'll retire with the crown. Yes. No, I'm not lucky. I'm blessed. Yes. Yes, I am. Me. We. Young running. I just think I say young running. Young money. But yeah, real recognize real. That is real. A real person can recognize a real person on the same path, on their own journey, getting it, ambitious. It's going to stand out. And a real person can recognize a fake person too, because they're real. They're living within themselves, right? But then we have the 3 F's. Fake finds fake. A fake person is going to go find another fake person because they need that person that they can feed off on the same level to talk about the same person. 2 enemies will become friends for one person that they have in common that they don't like, knowing that they don't like each other. Well, if we come together and we tell the same story or we go whatever, they're going to believe us. And then we got the smear campaigns and everything like that. And guess what? Let people talk about you. I don't care. I don't care who think I'm a hoe. I don't care who think that I'm too bougie. I don't care if people think I'm stuck up. I don't care if people think I'm ugly. I don't care about none of that. None of that stopped me from eating, breathing, or stepping in the room, or my name being spoken in rooms I never even entered. The real one's gonna rock with me. And the fake ones are still gonna be trying to look for a come up. The other thing that I have on here is why do people yell when they praise God? I said it sounds so forced, y'all. It sounds so forced. It's one thing to be singing and embracing and worship and everything, but when someone is yelling to you the word, you feel like someone's attacking your character, like because you're not receiving the message like that. I could sit right across from someone and tell someone like, I see something in you, like God has a plan for you, and still am able to impact someone. And you don't need all that. There's not one place in the Bible where God told you to sound like that. I was sitting down writing something, and something kept replaying in my mind, and it kept saying, kept hearing used by, and I'm like, why does it sound whatever? And it's sweet dreams. And because my question was like, what traumas make people want to be used excessively or needed so much? A person would rather be needed than wanted. Listen, I'll take the want all down. I don't want anyone to need me. Death is inevitable. If you need me that bad, what are you going to do when I'm gone? But it says some of them want to use you. And then it says some of them want to be used by you. Then it says some of them want to be abused. And some of them want to be abused by you. That's because those type of things are normalized. They're received as love. That's the only love that they know. And then like, for me, I'm like, to men, a lot of times, like, she's too good to be true, because I really don't go out my way to hurt people or men and stuff like that. It's never my intentions at all. That's not what we're going to do. I've never busted a man's car. I never set a man up to be robbed. I never set a woman up to be robbed. I don't get into relationships to fight and argue and be all that. That's not me. If you interrupt my peace, it's a problem. And if you go to my one live, there is something that I actually said, and I mean this from my soul. I could be married, whatever the case may be, in a relationship, whatever, and I could come home from work and my man could be in the bed with another chick and everything. Guess what? Guess what I'm not doing? I'm not jumping on no bed. I'm not smacking nobody in the face. I'm not fighting nobody. I'm not doing it. If I like a man and we like each other and he has he has this like ego complex that all his girlfriends seem to fight over him and it's that, guess who's not? You think that's the way, oh, she's showing me she want me, she gonna fight for this. That's not how you fight for somebody. Let me fight to save your life. Let me fight to show you something different. But I'm not gonna put myself in harm's way for you to wake up one day and not even want to be with me. Now I got scars and all this stuff from whatever. Oh, you ain't leaving me. We've been together 10 years. I had to fight all your baby moms. I had to do all. We ain't even going to have that. That ain't even going to be the scenario. And I'm not knocking nobody that chooses to do that because everybody's love language is different. That's one of the first questions you should ask a man. What is your love language? Drama will never be mine. And if I'm in a relationship, I'm not dating your mom. I'm not dating your aunt. I'm not dating your sisters. I'm not going to be in a relationship like I feel like I'm dating them. Half those people don't even have your best interest at heart. Because if they're not happy, who are you to be happy? And then the next thing I have on here, or I'm not gonna keep this all crazy long, but the next thing I have on here is like sauce. What's your recipe? What about you draws people towards you, whether it's good or bad? Do you ever sit and think about that? And when they walk away, what do you take from them, and what do they take from you? How does your brain process it? Oh, that's somebody I can get over on. Or that, you know what I mean? I can learn a lot from them. Like, what is it? What is it about you that will make somebody continue to want to keep coming back to you? You heard me say want. I'm being real with y'all. Oh, like this. Chris Brown, Yo's on. Let's see what else. All right, so better have my money. Rihanna's on right now. There was a former police officer selling illegal drugs and guns on the streets, and this is in Philadelphia. But in my city, everybody wonders where these guns come from too. And I tell them, like, well, who do y'all think? We got police officers, police commissioners, and everything with their nephews and stuff in gangs out here. Where do you think that these guns are coming from? And then one of the things that the mayor's office in my city, Wanda Williams, states is that they had like the top highest gun returns, like people turning in guns. Yeah, when the cameras is on, yeah, them guns, it showed that them guns was put in whatever. But that don't mean that them guns aren't dished back out. People just need to open up their eyes and pay attention. These people ain't sitting in these seats for a long time, and it wasn't because they're honest. And I tell them, move out the way and let the real ones come sit in there. Then I was seeing something that we kept saying all about these ATM hackings and at an all-time high and everything like that. They try to say like getting credit card and all this stuff is a good source of way to, protect your money and everything. It doesn't seem like that to me. It seems like it's an easier target, easier way for you guys to be hacked and breach things and everything. And then you got to wait all these years and go to court and everything to get your money back. Nah, no thank you. It's like you guys are dangling the carrot and taking it away. We ain't got enough money to get these homeless people off the streets, but we got 13 million to put into a spray park. The homeless people can't sleep at the spray park. Then in my city, the state funds for housing development projects. They won't show us how to come up. You get what I'm saying? They don't show us that, but they show us how to stay in the projects. We the capital, and we're gonna be known for everywhere we turn. We're gonna have projects. Y'all want control? That's what it is. And I'm not from the projects, but I'm not scared of them neither. Like I told, even on my other live, like I said, I done ate some of the best food in the projects. I done met some of the smartest people in the projects. I had some of the best ices in the projects. Making more projects is bottom of the barrel. And I'm not calling people in the projects bottom of the barrel. I'm talking about the foundations that you guys are putting these projects on. There's all these houses you guys are auctioning off for dollars and this, that, and the third or whatever. Show these people how to access this stuff. Get their mindset up. But it's because y'all, when y'all go home and shut the door, y'all ain't living in the project, so y'all don't care. Guess what? I do. I'm going to continue to speak up. I'm to speak up for my city. I said this when I first realized that when Gina Johnson told me the city of Harrisburg done with me, I felt like I had the whole city on my back. Because there's a lot of people that know a lot and scared to speak up because they have kids and families. And the first thing that you guys are going to attack if they stand up and speak up is their kids. Or we're going to take them away from them. We're going to put them in the system. We're going to do this and that and the third. Like, you guys know y'all tactics that you guys are going to use. I already lost everything. You can't. What else are y'all going to do to me? My family, y'all already done follow me. My family already tried to kill me. I met the hitman. More than once. Nothing about me is stupid. But you don't just walk up to a person and say, "Yeah, I know that you're sitting here to kill me." That's not what you do. You sit back and maneuver and you save your life. That's what you do. I'm very intelligent. Yeah, I think this might be my little last video for y'all tonight. Oh, I saw something. It was saying Biden's game plan is to replace Kamala Harris with some guy. I couldn't think of his name. It was a white guy. And then he's going to resign. So that means that guy is going to become president. Keep your eyes open, honey. Like, and what people don't understand is, I didn't just sit down and allow these things to happen to me. I wrote the White House and everything. And they kept sending me emails of like scripted letters. Like, we appreciate you writing your concern and this, that, and the third. Like, they ain't, you get what I'm saying? But then they turn around and ask me for money and stuff in emails and donate $3, $5, $10, whatever they asking for. But then I'm writing y'all to save my life. I wrote the Supreme Court. There's nothing, I don't need to lie about nothing. I couldn't believe the stuff. Like what God said, Kirsten, before you make it, before you get on the path that you need to go on, need to open up your eyes and you need to see the people around you. You need to see the people that don't care. The people that cannot come with you. The people that want to keep you down. The people that just want to ride your coattails. The people that only want to be around when you good. Listen, I go out in the world and a lot of times, sometimes I like dress bummy and everything, right? And then like the next day, I go around the same people that were dressing bummy. They think I'm a whole different person. They be trying to offer me stuff and buy me things and everything like that. But when I came out here looking regular degular on my bummy, y'all straight downplay me. I'm the same person. My character is the same. They're like, oh my God, you look total. Oh my God, you bad. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll continue to be that. But guess what? I'm gonna move you right to the side. A lot of my friends are men because I allowed them to be men. I can talk to them like the person that they are, and not for their money, what they have, not what car they're driving. None of that matters to me. Who are you? What are your intentions? Sometimes a man just needs a friend. Nothing than somebody they gotta observe every day and wonder what your motive is, what the motive is behind you. J. Cole on my Crooked Smile. I tell anybody, I don't care how my blessings come in life, and when I turn this chapter of my life and move, I'm never going to get rid of this gap. This gap is staying with me, okay? I must definitely try to keep these nails popping. You know what I mean? You know, they're still growing and stuff like that. But I'm going to be me. I'm no better than nobody. I used to be 300 pounds. I lost 153 pounds. It was mind over matter. I was starting off a new me. I got out of a 10-year relationship that I was in since I was 22. Then they're like, my family's like, oh, she lost that weight. That's why she left her man and this, that, and the third. First of all, I was with him at 22. I wasn't 300 pounds at 22 years old. I didn't leave him because I lost weight. Y'all just find any avenue to have something to say, whether I'm fat or I'm skinny, whatever the case may be. And guess what? I don't care. I'm going to do everything that is meant for me to do how I want to do it. And that's real. And I wish the same for y'all. Y'all can wake up and change at any time. But you got to close the world out and you got to pay attention to your snakes. People like, they tell the, I would rather be around someone that tells the truth than be around a person that sit and plots on people all day. Because guess what? You're next. What makes you think you any better than the person that they plotting on? They get hungry enough, you'll be right on that plate. And you're the closest thing to them. Blood or not. Look at the sweetie pie thing. He didn't care that was his nephew or not at all. Or do y'all just believe that y'all family will never do that? Money and make people do whatever. That's why I'm me. I choose not to do that. I know what I'm capable of. Like, I know whatever. But like I said, it starts with these kids. I need them to know that they have options. They have options. They don't not have to just sit and complain and do nothing about their life. And they have to understand, not every person in the world is bad. You have bad white people, you have good white people, you have bad black people, you have good black people. Excuse me, the same with Asians. It doesn't matter about it. That's just what it is. You have good police officers, you have bad police officers. And I have came across both. And when I was on that ground from being shot or whatever, there was two officers out there walked right over us on the floor and everything, looking at everything else. And it was that one that stayed right with us, to stay right with me, hand on my, like right there, bro. And I thank him very, very much.
Second for medication.
You understand? Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, it's not, life's what you make it. Have a good day, you guys.